Hey, it's me, Team Farrell or Thomas, whatever, back from Procedural with a new tutorial for Cinema 4D. And today I want to show you a new plugin called Windows 2023. So this is a plugin with which you can create windows, of course. And when we have a look at the Procedural website, there is a figure which kind of window style is possible at the moment. So I think that there are over 58 window styles at the moment possible with this plugin. So this is pretty awesome. So the plugin is not for free, of course. It's a paid plugin, but I think even the boot function alone in this plugin is worth buying this plugin. I think it is $16 for sole proprietor and or freelancers, and I think 24 for studios and agencies with more than one user. So, but this is pretty awesome, this plugin. So yeah, I want to show you this plugin. So let's dive right away into Cinema 4D and start with a tutorial. So once you have downloaded or purchased the plugin, you will get a serial key, and you have to download the zip file. And once you have downloaded the zip file, this is the thing. You can look inside this. You can unpack it. You will get 3 folders related to your Cinema 4D version you need. So this plugin is compatible with version R19 up to version 2023. So if you have version 19 or 20, you use this folder. If you have version 21, you have to use this folder and copy this into your plugin folder. And in my case, I use this R23 2023, so the latest, and copy this into my plugin folder. And when we start Cinema 4D now, we will get prompted to type in our serial key for this Windows 23 register. If you make nothing happens. If you press cancel, the plugin will not be registered and you can't use it. You have to restart Cinema 4D again, or you have to reload the Python plugins. If you type in a wrong key, also nothing happens. You can see if you type in the right key, in my case now, and I press OK, the plugin will be registered now, and also there will be a file created inside the plugin res folder called lick file, and there is your serial key, what you received, which you received after the purchase. And if you delete it, you have to do this process again. So I prepared a small scene for this presentation here. Let's open this scene here. This is a small architectural scene, as you can see. Now I have here my own layout. So this is the plugin. I dragged it with the icon file into a palette and created my own layout. Here I have the C4D Windows 2023. You can start this plugin simply by clicking it, and as you can see, let's make this invisible. It's creating a window, so it's an arc window. So here we have the window. Oh, sorry. First, I have to switch to. So I'm here back in Cinema 4D and switch to the English layout. So yes, and we start the plugin for the first time, and you can see here a arc window is created. So I have activated snapping. So let's deactivate this wall here for a moment, that you can see it better. So as you can see here, you have an arc window, and here the arc window properties are now available. So here you can adjust here the width of the window, the height of the window, And let's adjust here 150 and let's make it 120, no, 150, something like that. And here you can adjust here the arc height. As you can see, you can make pretty cool arcs. And as you can see, as soon as this intersecting, and this is a known issue in Cinema 4D with sweep things, the glass is not created correctly, and also bars will not be visible, except in version 19. 19 is not so sensible as Cinema 4D 23 or 2023. So if it is intersecting, or if you have more subdivision and you can figure out that it is intersected, simply you have here the parameter fixer. And this fixer fixes here this intersection. So we have here strength. You please use it in a saddle way. Otherwise, don't overuse it. Otherwise, it looks strength or causes issues again. So simply get rid of this fixing intersection here, simply like this. And if you create a bool object, this bool object doesn't take care of this fixture. It creates uniform the uniform shape of the arc. Okay, let's make the arc height a little bit higher. As you can see, the fixer is changing the algorithm depending on the arc height as well. Sometimes you have to correct it, you have to readjust it a little bit. So let's make an arc height, and maybe you don't need a fixer. In this case, we don't need a fixer, or we need a fixer, whatever. So okay, in this case, we don't need a fixer. Okay, we have created an arc window, and also we can add here a sill. So we have here a sill, as you can see, and we can tilt the window, or we can open the window. In this case, the window is just openable from the so when you create windows, this is always from this view, left segment, middle segment, right segment. On when you position the handle, then you have to watch from this side. So at the moment, this handle is on the left. If you take open right, then you click open right, the handle goes here, and you can open it from this side or from this side. So yeah, you can also put in bars. As I said, if it's intersecting, so the bars disappearing, so you have to turn on the fixer, then the bars appear. Okay, in this case, we don't need a fixer. So that's it. So this is the first window, this is an arc window. And you have also the possibility to make a pointed arc like this. So let's make first an arc window. Let's bring back our wall. And let's create here a bool object. So here's a bool. Let's delete this for a moment. Create here a bool object. So I create a bool and put it inside this wall thing. As you can see, he cuts it out. And as you can see, as we started the plugin for the first time, there were texture tags created. These texture tags have names, and each texture name has a name. So this texture tag called frame, the other one is the glass, then the handle, and the sill. It's not case sensitive, so you can write it in lowercase or uppercase, whatever. And if you delete it, you have to name it, like frame, glass, handle, and sill. So I drag the frame directly onto this tag, and also the glass, and the sill is the last one, and also the handle. And now I have created my textures for this nice things here. So it's also compatible with other render engines. Simply drag them onto this tags here. And now we've created a window, it's cut it out, and here is our offset parameter. So we can type in 5, and now it's a little bit inside. You can see here this offset, and if this is too much and the sill is not on the wall, you can create your sill size a little bit, get the sill a little bit out, and the inner sill as well. Yeah. So let's make here 5 for a moment, and this 0, and this maybe 15. So now I've created our first window. Let's tilt it a little bit. That looks pretty cool. And that's our first window. We are happy with this window. Or let's not tilt it. And let's save this window as preset. So we have a cool preset management system inside this. So we can save this. I save this and call this, arc window. So this is my first arc window, as you can see, because if you want to reset every parameter inside the whole interface, so simply press reset and you get rid of all the settings. And now you call it from here. I have here the arc window and load it. And as you can see, it creates directly a window, my window I have saved. These presets are saved directly inside this res folder here inside presets. Here is my arc window now saved. And if you the reset thing is saved here inside the default, simply call the plugin and save as 0 default and copy it from the presets folder to this folder. If you delete it accidentally, then you can reset it. And that's it. So let's create another window. So let's copy this and bring it here inside, snap it here. And what I'm doing now is I create now a 2 segments. So I create now 2 segments. As you can see, it's creating 2 segments, but it's intersecting, so the bars disappearing as well. So we need a fixer in this case. Let's turn on the fixer. As you can see, the glass, it fixes. As you can see, it just fixes here the insides and the outsides of the corners. It's pretty cool. And let's snap it a little bit, 15 centimeters. Let's create a bool object, or tilt this window, and let's create a bool object. And as you can see, when you create a bool object, this is pretty cool because the bool object is always a little bit more in front, and the axis is still on the on this corner here, so you can snap it. So this is pretty cool. Let's bring it inside this, and as you can see, it creates a perfect bool. And let's copy this window again, just because we have fun. And now let's create here an arc, a pointed arc. So you can check here pointed arc. As you can see, also 2 windows, and maybe you need more fixing. And maybe we need no segments. Let's make it a little bit taller, the window. Let's make it 180 and a little bit thinner. So we have this typical historical windows in churches or something like that. Pretty cool. Looks pretty awesome, and horizontal like this. Looks pretty cool. And also with 2 segments, use the fixer if it doesn't work. You have to fix it a little bit, as you can see here. So, but use it in the setter. You can see here the distance is a little bit shaggy. There's no other possibilities. So if you create now a bool object, the bool is creating a uniform thing. But if you see a little bit this shaggy thing here, simply make the window a little bit higher. Simply make it 100.5, and now it's intersecting with this, and you can see this shaggy thing here because it's intersecting now. This is pretty awesome. Let's make here 1 bar more. So here we have these bars. We can create pointed arc windows with 2 segments or 1 segment. So let's go to the next window. Let's copy this. Oops, sorry. let's copy this window, snap it here, and maybe make it invisible for a moment. And now let's go to the next window type. It's the rectangle window type. The rectangle window type, let's reset it. Everything. The rectangle window type has the most variations possible. So let's make a width of 2 meters just for presentation, and 150 or 180 height. And yeah, we can create 2 segments. Then a left segment is created, always from this view here. Left segment, you can adjust the width and also tilt it. You can create bars, you can open it as well. And as soon as you add a segment, then you have this arrange button here. So in the rectangle window properties, arrange, if you click it, you can see it arrange it in uniformly. So every segment has now the same width. And this is the main segment. The width of the main segment is determined through this width minus this width. And if we create another segment, you can see here, you can create another segment. You can click arrange. Now we have this thing. And there's also, if you can see here in the mid segment, you can now position the handle. The handle, you can position it here. As you can see here, we have every handle is now positioned on the left side. So this is the main segment. Here, maybe we say it right. And this is the left segment from the other side. So this is the left segment. We want to open it on this side and the other on the right side. The right segment, as you can see here. Now I want to say this mid segment is fixed. So you can also here say top. So you can open it from the top. And you can also say bottom and open it from this side. So, and you can also say it is a fixed element. So this is pretty cool because now it changes the frame. So it's now a fixed element. As you can see a difference. So left, so now Windows created, and if it is fixed, it's not possible to open it again. So it's pretty cool. And now I can also add here a top light. As you can see now, at the moment, the top lights are deactivated. So you can add a rectangle top light. Also, you can say here, if the top light, here's the growth of the top light. If the top light is the handle on the top, in this case, I want to open here on the top, or I want to tilt it, or I want to add bars, also bars. So it's also possible. So pretty cool. And also on the top light, if it is rectangular, you can add also segments. So 2 segments. Also this arrange parameter is appearing. And another segment. So here is top light height, and here you can press arrange. So it's like that. You can top light rectangular bars or something, or here bars, here bars, here bars, maybe 2 segments and arranging, and here 2 segments and arrange, and here bars and there bars. So these kind of windows is also possible. So let's make it here the top light. Right segment is now maybe on the right side. So here, and you can also now add a bottom light. So the bottom light is here. It has just fixed element, not to open. And here you can adjust the height of the bottom light. Also, you can create now another top light. You can create an arc top light. This is similar to this arc, and you have here a fixer. You can adjust the arc height like this, and yeah, pretty cool. And also you can create a bars or something, also pretty awesome. Yeah, that's it. And also the arc subdivision, the fixer if you need it. and so forth. But be aware that this is not intersecting something. And also, last but not least, this sloping. There's also a sloping top light. So simply you have here, if it is mirrored or not, or you have the height too, and also the height of this thing. So let's make it here rectangular like this, and create a bool object. Create a bool object, put it inside this one. So here you can also say here with sill on off, maybe 5 centimeters and 15. And then we copy this and add it here inside this, and maybe 20, make a top light arc, and create also a bool object. As you can see how fast it is possible to create windows here. So that's here. Also, okay, we have also the sloping here, sloping top light, as I showed you before. These sloping top lights are for this kind of windows here on the ceilings or roofs. So this is also pretty cool. Let's create also another one. Put it inside and snap it here. Let's create here a top light sloping, create a bool object. It looks like that. So yeah, or just one segment here, whatever, no bottom light, whatever. The next window I want to show you is the round window. So let's create a round window and snap it here, maybe like this. Here I have to say that sometimes there are issues with bool, because if this line in the round segment. So let's choose here round, and let's bring it a little bit back, maybe 1 millimeter up or something like that. And now create you can also here adjust the subdivisions if it has bars. So you can add bars, you can add sill is not working this way. So let's create a bool and put it inside this. As you can see, bars will be created, and also it's not openable, it's just a bullseye. That's it. Let's give it also the materials. So it's a simple bullseye window. Yeah. The next window we want to create is the trapezoidal window. So the trapezoidal windows are just for this roof things here. So let's bring it here and snap it here. As you can see here, let's bring it here to the side, maybe like this. As you can see here, it's sorry. Let's make it a little bit higher, maybe 180. And yeah, you can see here it has a second width. You can adjust this, or it has a second height. So you can quickly adjust here this the things here to get, and also you can adjust here if it has it is mirrored or not, or if it has a bottom light as well. So if you need a bottom, it also have to adjust it again here, this height, otherwise it doesn't work. So let's make a bottom light and adjust here the height of the bottom light a little bit, 30. And now I adjust my height too, so maybe like this. I'm satisfied with this, so I don't have the exact measurements from the architect, so I just eyeball it a little bit. And now I can simply create a bool object, put it inside this window things, and create my material as well. And yeah, now I have this kind of window. So the difference here is that this window is just openable from this side. Otherwise, it would intersect with the roof. So this is impossible to notice here. It's just with handle or fixed. If it is a fixed element, a lot of windows, trapezoidal windows, are fixed. I have seen here on the internet. So yeah, you can choose if it is with handle or if it is fixed. Also here, if it has a sill or not. Yeah, and also you can decide if it is mirrored or if it has two segments. So if it is two segments, you can see here we need 2 meters. So now it is working again. And let's create another bool object like this. So you can see now it's also working here. In this case, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Or, yeah. Yeah. And the next window is, I want to show you quickly, is the, let's delete this. The next window is the rectangle window. So let's put it again. The next window is the rectangle window. So let's delete this and let's switch here to triangular. So you can see it is a triangle. So you can choose if it is frame or fixed. It's not openable. So you just adjust here the height. So with the height, you adjust here the oblique side here. In this case, you need the height. So maybe like this. So let's create here. Let's make it a little bit more width. Oh, let's leave it as it is. Let's create a bool object and put it inside here. This, yeah. And oops, this was the wrong. Let's take this. So and also you have here the possibilities to change if it's fixed in this case or not. Also the offset and sill is not possible in this side. And the distribution, we have here distribution parameters. So as you can see here, 2. So you get 2 elements. They are not openable, but they have, you can choose if fixed or if it is another frame style. And also here you can, another distribution, this one. So 3. Yeah, also often in the architectural world visible. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. So what I also want to mention is also these two parameters here, the create this instance and the connect parameter. So for instance, I have this window here and I needed a few times more. Either I create a new instance of the window and load it when I have saved it, or I simply click here and create instance. And as you can see here, an instance object is created with my window. Maybe I blend it in this case. It doesn't work. So I have, maybe I group it, blend it out here. I can simply snap it also here and have an instance. So I can use here render instance as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Create an instance or something like that. And also, maybe you are satisfied with your window and you want to make it editable. Look what what it looks like when you make it editable. Press C to make it editable. You get the full window. Now you get the frame and with the material, if there is a material on it, the sill, you get the axis. Inside the frame is the axis now, and the axis is for the window, so it's now also animatable, so you can animate this if you want, or there inside is the window and the bars, if you have a bars, the handle, and the glass. So yes, the glass looks like this, so it's exactly cut it out and really cool. And what is if you don't need this thing? So it's a little bit too much object for your taste and you need not so much object. So we have here the connect parameter as well. With this parameter, you simply, when you press C, you got a whole window object. You can drag it out, delete this, and you got a full object here. And also the axis is still here on this thing, on this point here. So you can snap it as well. So I have just one window element, and here with the selections, the frame, the sill, the handle, and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was my tutorial for this new plugin for Windows 2023 for Cinema 4D. I hope you have fun, and yeah, see you later.